real brief. It's gonna take a minute, so sit back, get something, smoke something. You know what I mean? And fuck it, fuck with Nip Life. Share, Chloe. Whew. They call me Lil and Glowing. Yeah. Yeah. Another story, glowing. Put it in a book or two. Niggas, Enrique Riddle, glow. Get them, play the fiddle, glowing. Glad I can touch her in the middle, bigger, glowing. Alright. Hey, yo, so, really, Denver is, in Colorado in general, fuck it. Because it's Boulder, it's Denver, it's Fort Collins, the Springs, all of those cities fucking played a big part, mainly Denver. Alright, I got out, came out here in like 89, in 88, 89. So I bounced from New York in 88, figured out a way how to sneak on the Greyhounds. I was just traveling. I would go to this state, hang out, boom. It was just crazy and hectic in New York. Cats was getting crazy time and it was just drugs, it was just wild fucking shit. It was madness. So I'm fucking traveling and I always had that spark to just go. I couldn't just sit. So I'm traveling I don't know nobody, but I'm figuring out ways how to get a job, how to do here. I stayed a couple of weeks, stayed that, stayed, boom. Make a long story short, I don't know where I was, Virginia somewhere, and this cat, I'm outside blazing this cat, smoking a cigarette. The cat says, yo, you got any papers? I'm like, oh, you got weed, right? So boom, I was a paper, you got weed, we blaze up. So I'm like, yo, where you going? He's like, Denver. I'm like, Denver, what the fuck? I mean, in all my years, you know, I'm New York City shit, man. I just never even thought about Colorado, man. You know, Westerns and shit like that, but other than that, nah. So he's like, yo, it's bang, you know, they got gangbangers out there, boom. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this cat talking about? You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, I do my shit, Greyhound, boom. I get on the bus, we going to Denver. So he had people out here, he was going to, that, you know, so that was a start. It wasn't like I was coming out here blinded, boom. And he was from originally North Carolina, a cat named Scooby and shit. Anyway, being a weak cat. So make a long story short, nigga ain't got no more shine, that's it. So we get out here, we take the Greyhound, gets us downtown Greyhound station. Now, as soon as I get off the Greyhound station and walk out to the city, I'm like already seeing the shit that like, wow, this is some clean shit. They cleaning the sidewalks with fucking hoses and brooms and scrubbing them. Like, damn. I mean, it's that fucking impressive. I call my mom like, yo, they washing the sidewalks. So I'm like, yo, there's some shit. So boom, we link up with his people. They stayed on Marion and Colfax and shit, right? So we stayed that night and the plan was, boom, the next morning, the dude who we stayed with, I forgot his name, they were cousins or some shit, said, yo, next door they rent rooms. So I'm like, oh shit, bet. It was like $25 a week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit, boom. Now, so once the daylight came and shit, you know, I went and did the room shit, but then I saw what it was. That whole area was just fucked. I'm talking drugs had hit Denver and Colorado in certain areas, in Aurora, man, listen, that crack shit had these motherfuckers. Yo, man, this shit was fucked up. It was fucked up. It wasn't like homeless shit, like now there's houseless or shit. It wasn't that shit. That's the difference. That's the wildest shit, but it was money. It was crazy money out here because you had the LA cats come out here and they had this shit called double ups. So basically, you give them $20, they give you $40 worth of work. You know what I mean? And you just, I mean, it was, yo, you moved that shit in 2 minutes. I mean, it was that fucking crazy and that flooded with fucking crack and coke that it was insanity. So either he was making money or he was fucked up or he was in between making money. It was wild shit. It was so fucked up. So you ain't even fuck with Aurora, man. As soon as you walk in Aurora, them niggas was doing stop and frisk way back then. This is 89, 88. Boom, where you going? Where's your ID? Warrant shit, boom. So I'm making money and shit. I'm doing all kind of wild shit. I'm really wilding out because what I see is like, yo, this shit is fucking wide open. Not just this drug shit, but the law is just different shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, put it like this. This is how open this shit was. Back in 89, you didn't have to have a receipt to return shit. It was that fucking, listen to what the fuck I'm saying. You know how you gotta have a receipt? They didn't know store credit if the cats gave you straight cash. So I'm gonna tell that's later on how I learned that shit to these Boulder cats. So make a long story short, I'm making money. I'm meeting cats. They calling me New York and shit, doing shit. I got chicks. I'm just having a ball. This whole fucking area. But you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it, man. I want to see the mountains and shit. So they was like, go to Boulder. Boom. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Hit up in Boulder. Now, once I'm in Boulder, it's a whole nother vibe. It's a whole nother vibe from Denver. And it was just madness at that time. It was like, yeah, I gotta get out of this shit. So I'm up there and shit, and this is all true shit. I you know, like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do now? Because I don't know people. It's mainly white people up there and shit. It's the college up there. So I'm tripping. I got a little dough and I want some weed. So I see these cats, man. This one cat with a patch named Gypsy and shit. These niggas, they were bikers, white biker gang that didn't have no bikes. Listen to what I'm talking about. Straight up, all this shit, levels, all that shit. But no bikes. Cops had took their bikes. That's how out of fucking control they was. They was banned from the liquor stores in Boulder. So I asked, yo, where can I get some weed? I did just before I knew the biker shit and all that. One asked me, he said, yo, if you can go to the liquor store for us, boom. So that was the trade-off. I'm like, oh, boom. So once I went to the liquor store, I got the cats Jack Daniels and Blackberry soda. So we in Boulder under this shit by this library, they give me some weed and shit. We drinking early in the morning, yo. Yeah, some lip shit. They call me Lou, yo, listen. Early in the morning, it's like 9, whatever the liquor store, yo, it's early. It's too early to be fucking drinking Jack Daniels and Blackberry soda with these bikers with no bikes and shit. Girl ones too, all crying and shit. So we blazing and shit. And these cats, in the name of their name was the Wrecking Crew. They was fucking well known in Boulder. If you from Boulder and I'm 60. If you know, this was like 89. These cats was notorious. So, and they had my back, man. They had my back. If I ran any racial, and I really didn't. One time with some racial shit, but them cats was, yo, they fucked the dude up for me, man. I didn't want them to, but them niggas was like, yo. So, I'm chilling with them, hanging with them. They the ones that gave me the spark. So they said, listen, we're gonna do this shit called Return and Burn. So I'm looking at these cats like, yo, so they go to the fucking grocery store. Them niggas go grab like contact lens shit. Some shit for your contact lens and a pregnancy test. Boom. And then bam. So then the biker girl goes back into the store and returns the shit. Says, oh, it came. Basically, she's pregnant. So they was like, all right, this is what things you do. You get pregnancy tests, you get contact list shit, all of that shit, and return it. It's called Return and Burn. And I'm looking at them like, nah, you need a receipt. It's like, no, you ain't talking about a receipt. Just take it. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers like they're crazy. So I'm like, all right. So I do this shit. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So now it's fucking on. So I'm literally going, and this is real shit. Judge me or unfriend me or whatever the fuck, but this is my life shit. This is how I ended up in wild hip hop. So it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make fucking sense. So I'm wilding out. I'm going in stores. It was this store here called Mervin's. I'm going up in that bitch, just grabbing Levi's. Shirts 5 at a time, walking out, coming right back. Boom. I'm not even trying to play it off. So I do this shit. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So now it's fucking on. So I'm literally going, and this is real shit. Judge me or unfriend me or whatever the fuck, but this is my life shit. This is how I ended up in wild hip hop. So it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make fucking sense. So I'm wilding out. I'm going in stores. It was this store here called Mervin's. I'm going up in that bitch, just grabbing Levi's. Shirts 5 at a time, walking out, coming right back. Boom. I'm not even trying to play it off. I'm just going nuts, right? So the biker dudes hooked me up with this other cat named, fuck, I can't think of the motherfucking name. I'm gonna just say Phil, but it was a young cat, right? who hooked me up with this older cat named Ron. They introduced me, and they basically said, listen, I don't know what it was, but whoever they were, they was probably the most powerful people in Boulder at this point, especially the dude Ron. Ernie passed away, but this cat was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you some shit he did, or it'll be in a documentary. Be like, talk about power, mad power shit. So, they introduced me to these cats. They within a week, they get me in this program. Within a week and a half, within that day, first, once I meet them, that next day, boom, I get hit off with a bunch of food stamps, boom. So I'm looking at them. They just filling out all of this shit for me. Whatever program or whatever situation it was, they filling all that shit out for me. Boom. Then, next thing I know, I'm getting a check, $800. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? These cats just looked out. They just looked the fuck out. So boom, I'm having a ball. Next thing I know, I get an apartment. Next thing I know, I meet this chick, the older chick named Marilyn, who was a masseuse. Boom, banging, Julia Roberts type shit, right? So I'm dealing with her, but then I'm still hanging with the bikers and all that shit. So one of the biker females, man, says, yo, can you get some coke? I'm like, oh yeah, I can go. She's like, can you go down to Denver and get some blow? I'm like, yeah, boom. So they gave me like fucking $100 and something, right? I go down, boom. So as I'm down here, I see, okay, so when I used to live down there, somebody had owed me some money that used to live around the neighborhood dealing. So I see him and his girl, boom. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga got me. Now you know what I mean? So he's like, nah. So boom, make a long story short, I strong arm the motherfucker, him and this girl. I get popped. Bam. So now I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So now I'm in the county jail, man. I'm tripping. I'm bugging city shit first. So I'm bugging the fuck out. Like, ah, damn, man, I'm fucked up. So my apartment's up there. The bikers is probably think I ran off with their dope or their money or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, damn. So now, you know how I do that whole shit or whatever, boom, this nigga's died, whatever, man. I go to the fucking county jail. So now, my first appearance, they see my New York shit, they don't give me no bond. They're like, nah, you coming out of state trying to ruin our city? And I'm like, boom. So now I'm in this bitch, county jail. So I'm looking, you know, I'm bugging, you know what I'm saying? Because now, I don't know nobody. I mean, I know just street motherfuckers from out there who some of them I see in there. So now I already kind of know people. They're calling me New York. And this is where the whole West shit came. This is where I got introduced to NWA and West Coast and Crips and Bloods and shit, because I had new shit from being in Denver, you know, but inside now you got Crips and Bloods all mixed in there, so you seeing this shit, and a lot of the cats that's in there, they're not from Denver, they're from like LA. So I'm seeing Grape Street and Crenshaw Mafia. I mean, I'm seeing these are real, you know, these is cats, LA cats I'm locked up with and shit. So, and local cats. So I'm up in there, man, like fucking chilling. Let me find this shit hold up, pause. Yo, so I have to pause, I have to bring this record up. So now I'm in this bitch. I'm seeing Smiley, I'm seeing this other cat, Willie and shit, you know, cats from around that whole Marion, all that area and shit. So now I'm like tripping the fuck out, man. And you know, I'm out of state, man. My family's back in New York. I'm telling them don't even, you know, my books is right. They put money on my shit, but you know, and this is the important shit. This is where it all began. This is 89. This is where the shit jumps the fuck off. So I got, one day, we used to have, in the morning, they playing the radio and shit, right? So this shit comes on, right? Hold on, I hope this shit is queued the fuck up, man. Only you can make that shit come on, right? And I'm doing the beat. So I'm in a cell doing this shit, right? And the acoustics is bouncing. So niggas is like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I'm big fucking with this shit. So I start, you know, fucking with that shit, like killing it. You know what I mean? So then the young cats start flowing to the shit. So now this is an everyday thing. Well, niggas, yo, I got this shit so fucking down. Like niggas is on the phone with their girls, and the people's like, yo, what station y'all listen to? Because the way that I'm in the corner of an empty cell, banging that shit. I mean, I got motherfuckers, yo, the young cats, West Coast, it's Chicago, fucking this shit up, fucking it up. And I'm, you know, I'm fucking, my lung, I can't really get it, but I'm eating that shit. So, these niggas is writing to my shit. We doing routines and shit like that. I mean, I'm just dope with this shit. So then one day, some shit happened and I spit. And them little niggas was like, yo, them niggas, I'm talking thugged out niggas, was like, yo, what the fuck? New York? What the fuck, yo? So they looking at me like, nah, man, hell fucking nah, man. And I spit some shit. The game starts with N and it ends with P. Search the middle, some shit like that. And them niggas was just bugging the fuck out, man. They were tripping. They were bugging the fuck out, man. So that was a shit. I was just motherfucker. I'd make beats and shit. I had one celly that would fucking be boom, 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 boom with the bass, boom, boom, and I come in, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? We fucking this shit up. So that's what got me into. I had never stopped flowing this shit. Like wherever I was, if it was a party or if it was an open mic, not an open mic, but if it was a mic there, I mean, I would just always spit, house spit. I never stopped flowing. But as far as doing shows and having a DJ and all that shit, you know. So now, during that fucking time, the homie Jesse Woods, I get a letter from one of my homies' cousins, Julie, writes me and said, yo, Jesse got a record deal with Motown. So now I'm like, yo, because before I had left, they were getting it. He asked me if you still flow. They were getting him and she. It was a lot of shit that was starting up, you know what I mean? But my mentality that was way on some other shit. And I used to go down to Sam Ash and just fuck around, but people kept trying to, yo, Nip, you play the drums, man, you need to. But I didn't see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was too busy. Girls, drugs, whatever the fuck. I was just on some other shit. So, make a long story short, when you, so now I'm like, oh shit, this shit might be doable. So now I'm really, really thinking about it, you know, and then the beatbox shit and Jill was dope. And I was gonna fight this boxer, this nigga named Big Otis, right? I guess the nigga had a headache beat. And by that time, my rep was, I was New York, man. I had one fight with this one cat because I had this visit from his girl's friend and some shit. This nigga was just a little bitch nigga. So anyway, I knocked him the fuck out, beat, and they put me in a hole and shit. That was the bullshit, being in the fucking hole. That was some crazy shit. So I'm fucking with the beatbox one day, and this motherfucker Otis is like, yo, New York, cut that shit out. I got a headache. I'm like, yo, nigga, it's jail. Fuck, you got a. So everybody's laughing and shit. Now back then, niggas was saying, eat a dick up. I had never heard that shit. You know, East Coast, we like, yo, suck my dick. These West Coast, West Side, whatever, you know, it was West Coast cats in there. They was like, yo, eat a dick up, nigga. So, you know, Big Otis, right? I guess the nigga had a headache beat. And by that time, my rep was, I was New York, man. I had one fight with this one cat, because I had this visit from his girl's friend and some shit. This nigga was just a little bitch nigga. So anyway, I knocked him the fuck out, beat, and they put me in a hole and shit. That was the bullshit, being in the fucking hole. That was some crazy shit. So I'm fucking with the beatbox one day, and this motherfucker Otis is like, yo, New York, cut that shit out. I got a headache. I'm like, yo, nigga, it's jail. Fuck, you got a. So everybody's laughing and shit. Now back then, niggas was saying, eat a dick up. I had never heard that shit. You know, East Coast, we like, yo, suck my dick. These West Coast, West Side, whatever, you know, it was West Coast cats in there. They was like, yo, eat a dick up, nigga. So, you know, this nigga was in there for murder and shit. So I kept saying wild shit. I'm like, yo, maybe it's a hungry headache, man. He said, I don't know what you, gotta say it again. I said, eat a dick, nigga. So motherfuckers, yo, that shit was fucking hilarious, B. Niggas was just laughing. So he said, listen, all right, nigga, now this is a big nigga. He's like, yo, nigga, it ain't gonna be funny when the gate's crack and I throw you over the, now I'm on the third tier. That's what my shit is. I don't even know if it's the same county jail. This was on Smith Road, some shit. I'm on the third tier. So immediately I'm fucked up, right? So I'm still fucking with this nigga, right? So shit started to get quiet, you know, because I think niggas is really like, yo, New York, B, nigga, you pushing this nigga is a murderer, B. This nigga's in for murder and you fucking with him, nigga, talking about, you know, box of dicks and some shit like that. So, I'm like, fuck it now. Here go the options. If you ever been in jail, if you ever, hopefully you don't go or whatever. That shit is, sign of weakness, one of the signs of weakness is checking out. That's some shit like, say, okay, I could easily, to avoid the fight or whatever, I could easily say, yo, listen, to the guards, yo, I need to move. And them niggas would have moved me in the middle of the night, no problem. Way over there, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Niggas see me when they see me. So, but now I'm fucking 5'9", I'm probably like the same weight, 120 bullshit, light shit. So, I'm like, fuck it, I can't check out, man. You know what I mean? Even though, what the fuck's gonna happen? So, I'm like, fuck it, now I gotta get prepared to fight this big nigga. So now reality sinks in. Right, so I'm like, damn, this nigga gonna throw me over this shit. There's no way of me surviving. I'm just replaying this shit. So he gonna grab me. I'm gonna have to grab the rail. I'm gonna try to grab. So maybe if I'm going, all of this is going through my mind. I'm like, damn, I mean, there's no way of surviving that shit. If the nigga grab me and throw me over the fucking third tier, there's absolutely no way of surviving it. It's just not happening. So, it's not. So, I'm like, fuck it. I started working out. You know what I'm saying? So I got the water bag already with the water in it, plastic bag, using that shit. Wait, I'm just killing that shit. I'm doing push-ups. I'm doing squat. I'm doing everything. My shit is getting swole. I'm feeling this shit. I'm boom. So one of the COs, the deputy, the sheriff's, like Marrero, Spanish cat, he's like, I'm like, yo, what this? He's like, yo, New York, I can move you. I'm like, nah, fuck that nigga, me. So I'm like, yo, what he's in murder, he's in for murder. But the nigga, some other shit, it's murdering some other shit. So I'm like, fuck that, I'm staying. So he's like, all right. So I'm fucking singing Rocky song, and then yeah, niggas is laughing and shit. I'm ready. I'm just still. I'm taking it serious, but I'm pumped. I'm fucking chewing coffee out this big instant shit. You know, I had to do. I don't know. I mean, but to make a long story short, yo, here come the morning, and I'm like, damn. So when I wake up, I had worked out so much, my fucking arms is almost locked and shit. So I'm like, God damn, now I can't even grab the nigga. Fuck. So I'm like, fuck. So, boom, you can hear just pure silence. The gates open, boom. So you can hear this nigga coming up the stairs, boom, boom. I'm like, here we go. Here go the bullshit. So, here's what's gonna be in the papers. What the fuck? Get my good side, you bitches. So, I'm standing there like, yo, fuck it, it's gonna go down. So the nigga must have thought I checked out. So when he get up there and see I didn't check out, this nigga was like, yo, man, you lucky I like her little ass. I'm looking at this nigga like, oh, this nigga. And try to, man, nigga, all this working, coffee, chewing shit, I stayed up all night. Nigga, you fucking, damn. So I'm like, yeah, all right, but you know, so boom, that was that. That motherfucker became my henchman. He became the motherfucker. If this nigga owed me shit, because I was starting to extort motherfuckers. And this is stop with the bullshit. Statute of limits, stop it. Eat it. Yeah. This motherfucker was the nigga I sent after the motherfucker. So that shit went down and some other shit went down on there. And then once I got out and saw that Jesse had did his shit and house and them had equipment and different shit, I was like, damn. this shit is doable. But that's what sparked it again, me doing the 13 months in the county jail, as well as save my life, because I was fucking, man, I was on self-destruction. I was just wilding the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing the 13 months, the day of trial and shit. They came with 2 to 8. I had already did the 13 months, so they gave me work release type shit, community corrections. Boom, I was able to go walk out, get a job and shit. And I went back to Boulder, started doing that same shit. Return and burn. I had to run from, I was just wilding out still. And then while I was in the halfway house, the assistant director was this Spanish Mexican chick, man. Shit started happening. I started smashing. And then she went back to court. And then, make a long story short, I was able to come back to New York on this shit called out-of-state probation. And once I got back and just started recording, certain shit, I was like, damn, this shit's doable. And then, so that was the spark, man. That was the spark. That was the part that kind of gave me you need to slow down. You know what I'm saying? You need to slow down. So it's Nip Life, the documentary's coming out soon. This is just a little 25-minute word for me talking, baby. Peace. Love life.